The Curse of Unloved Shadows. It began with a stranger's smile. Mark was walking home after work, the rain soaking through his coat. Under the streetlight stood an old man with hollowed cheeks and piercing gray eyes. He gestured for Mark to stop, his lips curling into a smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. "Take this," the old man rasped, holding out a coin etched with strange runes. Mark hesitated. Something about the man's voice felt off, like static over a radio. But before he could refuse, the coin was pressed into his hand. "Good fortune to you," the old man said, vanishing into the rain. The first sign of the curse appeared that night. Mark's cat, Whiskers, usually his shadow, hissed at him from under the couch. The next morning, he found her lifeless, her tiny body twisted unnaturally. The pattern emerged quickly. His girlfriend, Elise, fell down the stairs the day after telling Mark how happy she was to have him in her life. A beloved coworker had a fatal car accident after Mark confided in him about his rough week. Even his favorite houseplant withered within hours of him moving it to his bedside. By the end of the week, Mark was alone. The worst part wasn't the deaths themselves. It was knowing that he was the reason. The curse didn't discriminate. His love became poison, his kindness a death sentence. Desperate, Mark sought answers. He retraced his steps to the rain-soaked street but found no sign of the old man. He scoured libraries, occult shops, and forums filled with conspiracy theorists. One late night, he stumbled upon a mention of a curse called the Unloved Shadows, a spell that inverted love into destruction. Its victims were doomed to watch their affection destroy everything they cared about until they were completely isolated. The only escape was to let go of love entirely. Mark tried. He built walls around his heart, rejecting even the simplest human interactions. But the curse was insidious. One winter night, he heard a faint knock at his door. Opening it, he found a shivering puppy, no more than a few weeks old, abandoned in the snow. Against his better judgment, Mark brought the pup inside, naming her Luna. For a while, he felt alive again, but the curse didn't forget. Luna began to grow sick. No vet could diagnose the problem, and within days, Mark found her lifeless in her bed. That was when Mark broke. "Mark, take it back! You win! Just take it back!" The old man's laughter echoed from nowhere and everywhere at once. "Old man, you're the one who clings to love. The coin only reveals your flaw." Mark realized the truth too late. The curse wasn't meant to break him. It was meant to prove him wrong. He was a fool to think love could conquer all. As the days turned to years, Mark became a shadow of himself. The world moved on, but he remained untouched, unneeded, and unloved. In his final moments, he understood the cruelest irony of all. He had become the curse, and as he breathed his last breath, he saw his reflection in the window, a hollow-cheeked figure with piercing gray eyes, smiling in the rain.